Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon. Today's video is going to be taking a look at the products that I repurchase from Ulta and Sephora. Now these are strictly high-end products because these are all products that are definitely more expensive, but I feel are good enough that I have purchased sometimes 2, 3, or even 4 times. I feel like there's one in here that I might have even purchased more than that over the years, but if you're interested in seeing the products that are my ultimate holy grail high-end products that I repurchase over and over again, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, now these are in no particular order. I'm just going to go ahead and dive into what I have in front of me. The first thing is something that I know I've purchased 2 times. It is my Bare Minerals Concealer in Well Rested. I really love this stuff. It's extremely brightening under your eyes. It does have the ability to close the sifter, although I'm really bad at it, so mine's all loose inside there. But this is like a yellow-based loose mineral powder that you use to just set your under-eye concealer. You could use it alone. Actually, I do use it to set my under-eye concealer, but this is definitely full coverage enough you could use it completely by itself. I just take a little tiny bit, swirl it around in a fluffy brush, and pat it under my eyes to lock everything in and brighten everything up. But this is something that I know I have purchased twice. All right, the next product I think I've purchased probably 3 or 4 times. It is a foundation. It is my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This particular one is in light neutral. I do really love this foundation. I think it's great. It's a full coverage foundation, whipped. It doesn't look matte, but it doesn't look dewy. It looks very natural. Either you love this or you hate this, I feel like. I definitely love it. I know I've purchased probably 4 bottles over the years. It was one of the first high-end products that I tried. I do still love it. Right now I'm kind of in between shades, so I'm mixing 2 together. This was just the one I pulled out of my drawer. All right, next is a setting spray. It will be no surprise. Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Everyone loves this. It is great. I have bought minis in this before I felt like investing in the very large bottle, because I think this is a $30 setting spray. It does last you quite a while. So I did the last time around go ahead and buy the big bottle, but this is something I have used for years and years and absolutely love it. I've got my friends hooked on it. I think it is wonderful. Everyone thinks it's wonderful. That's all I'll say about that. All right, next is something I have to purchase exclusively at Sephora. I usually prefer to shop at Ulta. I just think their reward system is better. I like the layout of the store. Just all around, I enjoy the shopping experience much more at Ulta, but there are a few things I can only buy at Sephora, and this is one of them. It is my Kat Von D liquid eyeliner in Trooper. I love this. Now, I have kind of gotten away from using it just because it is a $20 eyeliner. I know I have purchased it probably 4 or 5 times now. I've looked to alternative drugstore solutions like the Physicians Formula, the NYX Ultra Fine, I forget exactly what it's called, but the NYX has one that is very, very similar. Ultimately, I do still love this the best. When I really need my makeup to go on well and I need to have a great eyeliner day, this is what I go for because I know it will not fail me. It is wonderful. I always have one on stock. I even last time around purchased it in brown as well because that's how much I love it. So this is a absolutely wonderful eyeliner, especially if you prefer the brush tip. That is what this has. I am not a fan of felt tip eyeliners. I think they're harder to control. So I really prefer the brush tip. That's what this is. If you haven't tried this and you have $20 to spend on an eyeliner, definitely do so. If you don't, stay tuned for my next video focusing on drugstore products I repurchased, because I will touch base on some of those eyeliners I mentioned before, like Physicians Formula. Okay, next I'm going to dive into mascaras because I actually have 3 that I have repurchased, which does seem kind of crazy since there are so many great mascaras at the drugstore. These are just some that I have stumbled upon. Actually, I think all of them turned out they were samples first, and I love the samples so much I did go ahead and buy the full size, and I have repurchased them since then. The first is my Stila Huge Mascara. I really love this. I would say it's very comparable to the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, except I like it better. I feel like the wand is a bit smaller than the Better Than Sex wand, which is why I like it. I feel like the Better Than Sex wand is a little too fluffy, a little too large, and I always get mascara on my eyelids. This doesn't do this, yet it gives all the same effects. So I really, really love this. It's my second tube. Next is Benefit's They Are Real mascara. This is an oldie but a goodie. Love this stuff. I think I've purchased it 3 or 4 times. Not much to say about it. It has a rubber wand. Most of you would know what it looks like. It's kind of got that ball tip on the end. Really great mascara. I typically like to layer it with something else, kind of like the Stila Huge, because I feel this is more lengthening, this is more volumizing. All right, next is another Benefit. It's the Benefit Roller Lash. This is my second full-size tube, and I've also gone through several sample sizes as well. I think this mascara is fantastic. Absolutely love it. It really does curl your lashes. It has a curved wand. I really think this is fantastic. This one's almost dried out, and I'm going to have to buy another. So I think if I buy it again, that'll probably be my third tube. All right, next is something I have bought, I don't even know how many tubes of, because it is my all-time favorite. It was probably the very first any sort of high-end product, also primer I ever purchased. It is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. If you watch any of my makeup tutorials, you know that I use this religiously every single time. It is my favorite. It is something I have repurchased over and over. My very first one was the sample size when it used to have the wand. I bought that, I think in a Sephora JCPenney location. The girl was telling me how she used it and her eyeshadow looked great, and I was sold. And ever since then, I have had it on stock. I bought it for friends. I bought it for my mother. I tell everyone, you need this, you need this, you need this. It's fantastic. Definitely love this. If you need a primer and haven't tried it, give it a go. It also lasts a really long time because you get quite a bit of product in here. So I'm a big fan. I've purchased this probably 5 or 6 times, I would say. All right, next is something I've purchased, I believe, twice now, and it is the Tarte Shape Tape. Of course, I don't need to say much about this. People love it. It is very, very popular right now. It is a very full coverage concealer. I really like it. It performs well. You don't need much, so it lasts a long time. All right, now this is something I have purchased over and over and over again. I would say probably 5 or 6 times over the years. It is the one brow product that I never have. Well, no, it's the one product I always have. Not never have, I always have this. I have a new one coming in the mail because I'm almost out of this one, and that is my Benefit Gimme Brow. I absolutely love this stuff. It's amazing. Most of the time I do fill in my brows and then use this as like my setting gel over it just to kind of fluff them up a little bit more, give them a little bit more color. But there are definitely lazy days if I'm running late to work or just hanging around the house. I will just put this on just to give me some extra color and extra fullness. It does perform well by itself, but also as just like a gel. Love this, love, love, love it. I have not found anything at all at the drugstore that compares. I think the brush is absolutely perfect. It is unique to Gimme Brow. I feel like other drugstore companies have tried to make something similar. I know Essence has something that's very, very similar, but it just misses the mark a little bit. I just think that there is nothing that compares to this. If you know of something that compares, let me know down below because I am always down to save money. I think this is $24. So considering I do purchase it probably 2 or 3 times a year, that definitely adds up. So let me know down below if there's something you like just as much as this, where you don't have to purchase this anymore. I do still think it's worth it though. So if you're in the market, definitely try it out. All right, next is a primer, and that is my Benefit Professional. As you can see, I repurchase quite a bit of Benefit products. This is a great one. It's one where you get samples of it quite a bit. So if you're able to get an Ipsy subscription or something like that, use up your samples. This a little bit goes a long way, but it is a great, great primer. I won't say much more about it because everyone knows about it. It's great pore filling, feels really great. It's expensive. All right, I've got another setting spray. It is my MAC Prep and Prime. Love this. I think the last time I purchased it at Ulta, so that is why I included it in here. I just bought it in the mini because it does seem to last me a long time, and I also had my Urban Decay. But I love this, especially if I need to wet my brush for an eyeshadow. Or I did use this on my wedding day, actually. I used this and this. I was super extra on my wedding day to set all my makeup, but this stuff is great. I have not bit the bullet and bought the full-size one yet just because it is also, I think, a $30 product, and I think that's just a lot. So I do buy the mini since it lasts me such a long time. Lastly, I have a lip gloss. If you have watched any of my videos on my channel, you know I have talked about this product. It is my Buxom Dolly lip gloss. It is their plumping formula. Do they have anything that doesn't plump? I don't think so. I feel like it's what they're known for. Dolly is, of course, one of their signature colors. It is my very favorite. It is something that I use almost daily. I carry one in my purse and have one in my makeup drawer. This is a miniature. I have actually never purchased a full size because the first time around I got it, I think in an Ipsy or something. It was a sample size, obviously it's little. Loved it enough that I actually used all of it. Like I scraped the sides. It was used, and I knew I wanted to get another one, so I went to purchase it. I think it was around Christmas time because I actually was able to find a whole gift set of a lot of these lip glosses. I forget how many were in it, but it was quite a few, and it was only a few dollars more to get that with a whole bunch of different shades of this same formula. than it would have been to just order one full size of this. So I knew that a lip gloss lasts a long time. Even when I use it as much as I do, it lasts a very long time. So I've still been able to get away with just using the miniature, and now I have a whole bunch of other colors, which I also really like. But Dolly is definitely my favorite. I am wearing it today in combination with their, oh, calm down. It's their lip crayon. I can't remember if they still make these or not, but if they do, I really love it. It's a matte lip crayon, twist up. Love it, same shade, and then I just popped my lip gloss on over it, but I wear this by itself all the time. Guys, I forgot to film an outro. I'm sorry. I was sitting here editing and I realized I never said goodbye. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And let me know in the comments below what your most favorite repurchase products are from Ulta and Sephora. Bye, guys.